What is in the atmosphere of space?
The atmosphere of space is mainly a vacuum, meaning there is very little matter there, just tiny amounts of gas and dust. The atmosphere of space is 100 trillion times less dense than the atmosphere on Earth.
What was the first rocket called?
The first rocket was called the V2 and it took a monkey into space.
How much money does it cost to launch a rocket?
It is very expensive. It costs more than £150 million to send 3 astronauts to the International Space Station and back.
Why are most rockets white?
Rockets are white for the same reason planes are white. The white paint is lighter and it also reflects the heat.
How does a spacesuit work?
A spacesuit is a sealed suit that pressurises the astronaut and keeps them cool, as well as providing them with oxygen.
How long can a human survive in space?
Humans can't survive in space without a spacesuit or being in a spacecraft for more than a few seconds. The longest time spent in space was 437 days.
How many people are involved in a rocket launch?
Thousands of scientists, engineers and administrators are involved in launching rockets. For example, currently 18,000 people work at NASA.
How much fuel does it take to go from the Earth to the Moon and back again?
It used 1.8 million litres of fuel, which is almost enough to fill a full Olympic swimming pool.
When people come back to Earth from space, are there any side effects?
Because you're in zero gravity, your muscles and bones tend to fatigue. As such, on the International Space Station, they have to have specialist equipment to help counteract this.
Do you think that to go to Mars, you need to get more fuel from the Moon?
You don't necessarily need fuel from the Moon, however, people are looking at it as an option as it's very energy efficient.
How long does it take for a rocket to get past the Earth's atmosphere?
It takes about 2 to 3 minutes for a rocket to get outside the Earth's atmosphere.
How many moons does Saturn have?
Saturn has 146 moons, more than any of the other planets.
What is the strangest animal humans have sent to space?
They've sent many interesting animals to space, including tortoises and jellyfish.
What happens when cosmic objects collide?
Objects in space move very fast, so usually they break up into lots of little bits when they hit each other, but sometimes they don't. Our moon was created when an asteroid hit the Earth and launched a big chunk of the planet into space.
How do you test the rockets so they're not going to just crash in space?
All rocketry components are very rigorously tested. The engines are fired on the ground first, and before any crewed flight, the rocket will be launched uncrewed.
How was the first rocket designed?
The first rocket was called the V2, which was designed in World War II due to innovations in liquid rocket engines.